I'm just doing this
Alrighty.
in the order in which it's easiest for me. So,
That's fair.
let's talk about Urshifu with Bird.
It's the Urshifu too, because it always kind of bugged me that uh I believe the game's default regular Urshifu to being single strike and then rapid strike is specifically referred to as Urshifu Rapid. That one just is Urshifu though. Like that one is the threat. Oh, the bigger threat.
But it's not even like that's his only threat. Like, he has some real. Like, Rabombi isn't amazing, but it's really high speed and it has some good stuff for it. We've
I
seen.
think he I might be mistaken on this because I swear I remember looking at the T-Tar team someone else has, and it wasn't necessarily a sand team. I think Bird might be the only sand team that we have.
I think, but even then, it's not even like a heavy. It doesn't feel like it's heavy sand.
It has well, because you have yeah. And even then, well, it's just sand is mostly good with Excadrill, which I don't think anyone has. The person who has T-Tar might have it, to be honest, but
But I won't. I
you
will say
have
I don't hate it because he has Duraludon. He has the Hippopotas to set it up. Gigalith.
I believe
Even
I believe
Dracozolt
Draco's
doesn't.
yeah, like yes, yeah. I believe it's Sandrush,
I believe so. Let me.
which I always thought that one on that Pokemon is really interesting considering the
Yeah,
typing.
it gets
Like
Sandrush.
you'd look at that typing and think that would not fit in sand whatsoever, but it does.
And even then, it's a base 75. So if you're doubling that, you're looking at what, 150?
Also, it is worth noting that I'm pretty sure this is the first season he has changed his because I think he's been a singles coach for as long as he's been here, and I'm pretty sure I don't know if people brought it up, but I've talked about it with other people on multiple occasions that he has always had a very doubles
Yeah. No,
team
he.
that he runs in singles. I'm so glad he's not doing that this season because this season this team definitely looks more like a doubles team than anything.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, Petron is kind of potentially scary.
I mean, if you're Prez, it's super scary.
We don't talk about Destiny Bond here.
He'll never live that down.
He never will. It happened once and he will never live it down.
But yeah, like there's some. I feel like there's this team is a lot of utility without a lot of offense. But the Pokemon that do have a lot of offense could like they're like Urshifu, they're like Mega Chandelure, like they're gonna be hitting like a truck.
They're
If he
Dracozolt
can,
that can hit like I think there's enough on here. Now I will say we did talk about it with rolling, so it's only fair to bring it up here. He only has two Pokemon that are above 100 speed, and that's Talonflame and Rabombi,
that is true. However, counterpoint, he has access to not Prankster Tailwind, but Gale Wings Tailwind. So
which is almost as good.
yeah, so like with Covert Cloak, you literally just have guaranteed like the guaranteed ability to
We also
bring it up.
have one other point that is crucial to bring up. He only has one ground type immunity, and most of his team is weak to ground.
Speak to ground. Yes, that is. I was also just looking at that and thinking, oof, that
Like
is a bit rough.
a solid earthquake user is going to run through this team.
100%. And like Talonflame is that one immunity, but it also gets like a lot of ground types commonly run like Rock Slide, Stone Edge, so it's definitely not going to be wanting to stay in for long against them.
I mean, even then, Talonflame's not a. It's not known for its defenses.
It is, yeah, it's kind of just known for it. You can run bulky variants. I don't think they are. I think become slightly more common because you have flame body variants and singles as well.
I do also just want to make the point: a fake out user completely turns off Gale Wind. If you get
That's why
hit,
I said covert cloaks. Oh wait, no, you'd still get hit by fake
you would
out. You're
yeah, you
right.
would the priority would still hit, and because dynamic speed, you're no longer at
Yeah,
full. Your ability's no longer triggering. So even if you're not getting fake flinched, you're still no longer viable to be like maybe you're still fast enough to get it, but now there's a chance you're getting hit again.
No, I see what you mean. That's fair. I actually didn't even think about that because he does have a fake out user, but that fake out user is Toxicroak, and I love Toxicroak. It is not a good Pokemon, unfortunately. It's good. It was good it was decent many generations ago on rain teams. That's what I will say. Um,
I mm,
it's still just wild to me that because like he has Urshifu Rapid Strike. I feel like if you build a team for Urshifu Rapid, the team
like I like this team. Would you say this is
what
above or below Kev? Because I definitely think this is a B rank, but I don't put it like I would put this under Boonty. It's just a matter
I
of
think
whether you think it belongs. Who else you think he belongs before?
I think because he's a doubles coach and with the prevalence of Earthquake, I just think it's just too. I think for this team specifically, it's just too glaring of an issue. I think he's has to be the bottom of B. I really hate to say it.
And I will say
If
this:
he
I would
if he
consider
changes his
C.
team around,
Yeah, if he changes his team around, that's
I
great.
was
I would consider this C if it wasn't for Urshifu. I think Urshifu is the only
I
thing
was
that
going to
moves me
say
above this.
Urshifu, Urshifu and Mega Chandelure. I think Mega Chandelure, I'm definitely gassing up too much, but like 170 base special attack is nuts.
Yeah.
I don't like people fear like Spectrier and Shadow Rider, and they don't even reach that level of special attack. Barely.
Well, they do eventually,
I went to
but
fact check myself and it has yeah, so it has 165, which is barely under.
now moving on to Pokemon that are kind of underestimated. We have a singles team with access to Shedtail.
Yes.
I feel like
Actually,
we need to just acknowledge that off the rip. Trico is a singles team with Shedtail.
you didn't mention the most important part, and that I think is I'm actually really proud that he has access to not only Shedtail, he has access to Shedtail Shedinja,
Yeah.
which is like one of the most vile things you can do. He doesn't have Terras yet, but I'm really hoping he goes with Terra Electric because that shit is gonna be so fucking funny.
Like, I'm gonna just be real. Like, Trico, he has a pretty bad weakness to flying and a really bad weakness to ice. Kind of doesn't like psychic either.
That's true. I think like the thing there is that I think Trico's always had weaknesses on his team. I think Trico is like one of my favorite battlers just because the way he builds and the way he plays is kind of unique to like anyone I've seen. Um, this team is definitely going to be interesting. It has Mega Glamora. I'm excited to see what Mega Glamora gets to do.
Now, this might be a bit much. Do you think it's bad I kind of want to put Trico in S? Like, this team just feels so on point.
I feel like it just has it does have that ice weakness, so I think that keeps it from S, but if I look at this team a little more, I feel like I could be convinced to put it in the highest of A.
Yeah, no, at bare minimum, I agree. Because if I'm willing to give it S, and that's without his Terras picked.
Yeah, and also the best part is that like this team actually doesn't hate doubles either. It's not gonna be as good as a double, like a like team built specifically for doubles, but it will be at least usable in doubles.
And the benefit for him is he only has 2 games in doubles, so he doesn't even need to really be that prepared for it.
No. Um,
And I will say it's going to be nice for Trico because for once he's not burdened with the fact that he had a good season, so he's stuck with like the high tiers.
yeah, last season, I can't imagine. I'm so glad Lime's the one taking the fire and being in a division with Goose, because I
Yeah.
do not envy his
But
ass.
no, I fully agree. I think Trico is. Again, I would even argue there's mate. Like, I get he has heavy weaknesses, but those terrors could potentially work around them. But for now, I'm fine going top A.
Oh wait, he actually. Oh, he has access to the cool Thievel shit too. Hold up. Do you know about Unburdened Thievel?
I do not.
So people usually run it, I think, on grassy terrain, but he has access to Finny, and I forgot is it Misty Seed?
I think.
He does have access to Misty Seed Unburdened, which gives you a special defense boost. Um, People have used that on Showdown before. Not, I don't think I think one person might have taken it to the top of the leaderboard, but it might have like he was pretty high, which is crazy for a team revolving entirely around Evil of all Pokemon. But I'm hoping he does some funny stuff with it.
And then we have the other Urshifu team, Jurassic Pig.
This one looks a lot scarier, not gonna lie. I'm gonna look at it in the on the dock, but never mind, it's still scary. Okay. Sure.
So the only big weakness he has is ground, but he still has two immunities to it. His top five Pokemon are all at minimum 100 speed with Noivern, Grafaiai, Archeops, Furfur, Toedscruel.
And Grafaiai is a prankster Pokemon too. Well, it's prankster and unburdened.
Yeah. Yeah, no
So it
matter
can reach
which
higher if it wants
direction
to.
this thing goes, it's going fast.
I mean, I'm always a big fan of Alolan Marowak. Like my on the record, I will always say I actively despise and dislike Gen 7, but that being said, some of like two of my favorite regional forms, if not favorite Pokemon ever to use, are Alolan Marowak and Muk. They're just like, despite being like Gen 7 like slow Pokemon, they are just really versatile.
Like, the main thing when I'm looking at this team, like, it has some heavy hitters, but it feels like there's a lot of Pokemon on here that don't do much.
Um, I would disagree. However, what I will say is what they do doesn't seem very synergetic.
Like, okay, we have Calyrex, but no horse. That's not. I don't know why that was a first round pick.
I mean, that's Calyrex Ice. That's the
Oh, is that ice?
yeah, that's Ice. Yeah, that's Ice Rider.
Oh, I just saw. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, well, then the first thing I'm going to say is this is stupid. This should be a doubles team with Trick Room.
Um, the worst part is I can agree with you on that. I'll be honest. I thought it was a double team until you pointed that
Yeah, now
out.
that, like, looking at this, this is a singles team. I'm a lot less scared of this because imagine this exact same team, but it had a Trick Room user in doubles. I mean, there's probably Trick Room users on here. I don't feel like looking at every
I'm
Pokemon to
like,
figure
damn.
out which is which.
I'm like looking at this team and thinking, man, my Megazord is gonna have a field, day, isn't it?
Like, let's see.
Um,
He only has two
I
doubles
feel
games, but,
like
like, is this another one of those in the category of if it was the air quotes right type, we would put it higher? Because this feels like being in singles is going to drag this team down a bit.
I was low-key thinking of placing this below Trico, and this would have been an S tier if it was a doubles team.
I don't know if
Um,
it deserves top of A. Like I said, it feels like this team has like maybe five Pokemon that are high priorities, and then like Basculin. We've seen Okidogi not do anything for multiple seasons. I don't know
I mean,
Furfru
okay,
enough to speak on it.
it
Slip.
gets it has one gimmick that it can do, I believe, which is it has fur coat, so it's a little bulkier than it looks, is what
But
I'll
then,
say.
like, we've seen Archeops. It's potentially good if you're outspeeding everything and can kill what before you get touched.
No,
Carbink does nothing.
I've used
Corsola does.
Archeops before. I've used Archeops Tailwind in doubles. That thing is more of a potential mod than Beedrill. Like it could potentially hit you with Stab Rock Slide. It could potentially click Tailwind. Is it going to? Probably not.
I'm
It's gonna
sorry.
die.
I genuinely think I can't put this in A. Like I feel like there's not I looking at this team, and maybe it's just me. It feels like more than half the roster doesn't do, like, it does something, but it's not good enough. Like from Corsola down, I don't think there's good poke. Like I don't think there's anything that does enough.
I I can meet you with most of those. I will not take the Marowak slander, but I can understand the rest.
And like even Toad
Especially like
School,
like I will always be an Okie Dokie doubter because
like, and
I
even
have believe me, I have tried to run that on mono poison type teams. It just does not work on any team whatsoever.
I mean, like, if I'm being genuine here, the Pokemon I think are the best on this team are Calyrex, Solgaleo, Urshifu, Prismarina, Noivern, Grafaiai. I'm not even a big Toedscruel supporter because it has high speed, yes, but its best moves can't be used because they have negative priority.
That's true. I think. Hmm.
And it's not even like he has a way to shut it off.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna say maybe if he had wheezing it could help, but
It,
even then,
I legitimately think a wheezing or something else that can guarantee turn off abilities would instantly shoot this team up for me, even in singles.
I I really say it, I actually disagree because the only Pokemon I think benefits from that is Toedscruel. Most everything else on here isn't reliant on their abilities, but does not appreciate it being turned off. Like Primarina, like I really feel like it like Liquid Voice really helps it.
I'm gonna be real. I like your opinion is gonna matter here. For me, this would be bottom of Bay. Like, and again, this is one of those cases where Urshifu existing is enough. But since you were saying you think it's top of A, I'm willing to put it at top of B.
I was gonna say I can meet you at top of B. I just really just think those it's this feels like an eye candy team because you look at Calyrex Ice, you look at Solgaleo, you look at Urshifu, and you go, holy shit. And then you look at the bottom half of the list and you go, oh.
Yeah, it's like you have three amazing Pokemon, but
Well,
it's
they all work really well together because that's a real like a crazy psychic fighting dark core to have.
like
Sorry, I almost said steel.
I'm gonna be so real with you here. This Pigs team feels to me like what my team turned into last season, where I tried to make the Calyrex show featuring a bunch of other Pokemon. And the minute Calyrex got taken out of
Yeah,
the equation, my team started to crumble, and I went from like a guaranteed playoff spot to not making it.
I think what could change this team is hmm,
Honestly, it's too late for him to switch to doubles, but if he could have switched to doubles and get a. I think, does Grafai get Trick Room? Being in doubles with
I don't think
Trick
so.
Room, I would love this team. Like, just if he was,
Um,
even without Trick Room, just in doubles, I would be so much higher on him.
I'm gonna double check this, but this is gonna be if I know this is gonna be one of the most wild fact checks. It does. Carbink gets tripped, believe it or not, and it has sturdy.
Okay, like, but even then, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
It's not even guaranteed because you have to run covert. You have to run covert cloak to even get a semblance of that.
but just put this team in doubles, and I'd be so much more hyped for it.
The issue there is that a lot of these Pokemon don't really perform as well in doubles. Like, uh, Carbink doesn't do as well. Like Furfru, Okidogi, and Basculin are just quite frail. So being in doubles would mean you'd have to run them very offensively, and they don't even hit hard enough to justify that. I think Pig could have benefited from some trades, to be honest.
Yeah, no, like this team, I want to believe in it, but I think there's just a lot that needs to happen.
We'll see. This one, I might be watching this team more closely than I initially thought.
And then moving
I
on,
didn't even look. I didn't even see the Terras. Oh, I don't know if those even help.
After that, though, is
Anyways,
Barry, and oh my god.
we love Barry.
I'm just gonna start with the same critique I've given a few people. This feels once again like a team that's in the wrong play style. This team in doubles.
That isn't a bad assessment. However, I
Like
I
I
think
think
Barry needs to work. Barry needs to work on his doubles, his doubles, and I think if he swapped to doubles, I think this could help him like learn to run it a little better.
we do need to point out the fact that while I don't think it's going to affect the overall rating, Knuckle Stack cannot be played for at least the first week. I know it says 2 weeks, but we have injury cards to reduce time.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll matter too much.
Let's see. His team really doesn't like rock types. His team really doesn't like fire or flying types either. Fairy, he doesn't do amazing against either. But, like, I don't hate this
Mm,
team.
I don't either.
I
I
just,
think. Hmm.
like, Arctizolt gets the snow boost for speed.
Yeah, it does. Bad about that. So, like, he even has a snow mode that he probably shouldn't use if he's running singles.
I don't know what he's doing with Hippowdon. Like, it's not the best because he doesn't have any. Or I think Arctizolt also gets Sand Rush, so it can work
Yeah,
on that.
I think it does too.
But even then, it doesn't feel like he has a full sand team.
It does not.
Like
It only gets Slush Rush.
he has like a small segment of snow and a small segment for sand, but neither one of them are the main appeal.
He doesn't really have a small segment for sand. I think he only has.
Knucklestack, Hippowdon, and
No,
Arctizolt gets a boost. So he has
Arctozolt does
3.
not.
It
Arctozolt does
doesn't?
not. It only gets Slush Rush. I just checked. Its
Oh,
other abilities are Static and Volt Absorb, which
can be
I
good.
don't think they factor too. Yeah, like they don't factor too much, but with Iron Bundle, that does give you at least an
Discharge
electric
fodder.
immunity.
Yeah, you could just
Yeah.
start clicking discharge.
Um, I think the thing here is this team is. I think this might also be one of those cases where it's a skill-based team. I think Barry is a very skilled player, so I could definitely see him piloting this
Oh,
team very well. But
100%. Once again, I'm going to start sounding like a broken record, but I genuinely believe it. This team would be infinitely scarier to me if he was a doubles player.
do I think it does? I thought so. Mandibuzz hypothetically also works in Sand because Overcoat prevents you from taking the damage.
But even with that, I mean, it's Barry,
Yeah.
it's this team. I put this at the bottom of A, at minimum, personally.
My issue is I this team feels like it has three heavy hitters. It feels like similar but better than JPEGs in the sense that it has three like pretty heavy hitters and then some Pokemon like Volcarona that can hit hard, might need a little work or like good positioning.
I think Volcarona's hitting harder than even some of J Pig's normal heavy hitters.
Oh no, like
You need
100%. I
setup, but
Yeah, I only brought up Volcarona because like I that's why I added the second part is because Volcarona is the Pokemon that hits hard but needs positioning just because um like it has one of the best offensive types with fire, but Bug isn't doing that great offensively and defensively Bug Fire is super unfortunate.
so where are you
It
thinking?
is I
Like I said, I personally would go bottom of A.
I wouldn't mind putting it above Manast's team, but I could go either way.
I don't know. I'll take you on
And
that.
this is being objective because if we're talking about based on the player, I do think this could be because I could consider this an S team
Oh,
because I
that's the problem. It's like I want to consider it even hot. Like I said top of A, taking Barry as a player into account. If you take Barry out of it, I agree with what you're saying for placement.
I almost want to give it high B, but I do think the team is better than Pigs.
Yeah, I do too. Now we're at bacon, so we're hopping
Speaking
over
of, speaking
to.
of pigs,
We have a lover of them. Holy, we are only we need to hurry this up. We've been recording for a while.
oh damn. I mean, yeah.
I mean, we actually are having good conversation. Um, well, for points against pig or against bacon, there aren't many. He has a rock weakness, a slight ghost and dark weakness.
Um, Even the rock weakness isn't. I mean, who the Pokemon who resist it? Uh, the Pokemon. Yeah, actually, the Pokemon that resist the rocks are actually pretty good against rock types. So I wouldn't say it's
I
that
mean,
bad.
once
Especially
again,
since
the
when
caveat
you look
is
at.
he's a singles coach with like barely any doubles games, which is why it's weird to me he took Tornadus, but we'll leave that alone.
Um, that's true,
Like,
but
once again, I'm going to stamp with the would have been better in doubles.
I don't completely agree on this. I will say the reason I don't think rocks are as big for this team is because I'm looking at the Pokemon that are rock weak, and a lot of them are Pokemon that probably won't be come to every game, like Ice Cube, Colossal. Tornadus I probably will come to every game, but you can put boots, you can slap boots on that thing. That's
No,
fine.
like, I get that, but my thing is like, he has the Dusclops, he has the Tornadus. Imagine this team in doubles with both a Tailwind and a Trick Room mode.
I could somewhat see it, especially since competitive Empoleon would be able to turn down a lot of Intimidate users,
So it's like,
especially the popular ones.
maybe this is, again, I could just be biased because I think doubles is a more fun and skill intent. I prefer doubles play styles, but
Oh
like,
no, I completely agree with you. However, I do understand why some people like singles more than doubles.
no, I get that. But this team, looking at this, I think it would have worked better. But I mean, it has some good stuff. I know. I think Steam Engine Colossal is a thing that's got brought up. Like, imagine using Surf and Polion and then powering up your Colossal with its Steam Engine.
Yeah, I would know. I've been swept by it
So, like, I see
because
a potential for
in my
this team.
first,
My issue is, like I said, you can't take advantage of those synergies because you're in the wrong freaking format.
I can understand that. Yeah, it's. I still think these Pokemon work in singles, but hmm, I will say my appreciation for Cinccino grew a lot since I used it last season because it has, being a normal type, it has a larger move pool than you would
Oh
suspect
yeah, no,
because it's a skill link Pokemon that has a lot of skill link moves. It's
he
kind of nuts how many
he
it
grabbed it right
has.
before I could. I will say I put
Oh,
this team above Pig. Like, just on a fundamental level, I would put him above Pig. So at bare minimum, I think this is top of Bay.
I think I can meet you there. I will say it does bug me because I've noticed this a few times. I just haven't brought it up because usually the Pokemon are strong enough to justify it. Two of his specialty Pokemon are are those Pokemon that are weak to rocks, which could be an issue.
I don't think,
Um,
or yeah, I guess Victini, Dragonite, and Tornadus are all.
it'd be three. It'd be three then, because Tornadus Eye is also a specialty that is weak to rocks. I didn't even see Victini. That could come. I feel like that could come up since that's three of your heaviest hitters that you really want to run boots on. One of which physically can't.
Yeah, I mean, plus we know it's multi-scale Dragonite, so Stealth Rocks just breaks your ability off rip.
Yeah. So essentially, like this is the kind of team where he's going to have to be on his A game when it comes to hazard control. Otherwise, it could just spell the end of a lot of his Pokemon.
And like I said, I think
Mega,
top of B is a good spot with it as it is. If it was doubles, it would be above Berry for me.
yeah, I'm fine meeting you there. I could maybe see it going a little lower, but Loki, I actually kind of like the Terra types. I wish one of them was a defensive one against Steel, but I kind of respect Terra Rock,
Whew, speaking of steel, we got the founder, Nando.
who also I forgot Moltres is injured. That
It's gonna be out for a week, so he doesn't have it game one. But his
Yeah.
game one opponent, it's a newer player, so maybe it doesn't matter. But it's in singles, so hazards are more likely.
I mean,
Um,
something I've always admired about Nando's teams are that he always builds a team that can work in both singles and doubles, and he usually has a pretty balanced team overall.
Plus, he has Mega Excadrill, which off rip is already kind of exciting because I want to see how well that works.
I am as well, because I don't think he was performing as well in Champions, but it's also something that, because like people, there are other megas people were gravitating towards.
Honestly, I
Uh,
just like I like Nando's team. I think it's good. He has a solid rookie. His team works in both play styles. Like it doesn't lean either way to me.
this isn't a point against him. I am just personally pissed he picked Terrakion, but that's just that's just me because I wanted it.
So the better question is
But
where do we put Nando?
that's a good question. The irony is that one of his weaknesses I actually think is not as bad as you would think, because something the reason why I wanted to run Terrakion, because something I've been wanting to try out for a while is baiting a weakness, because he has a bit of a dark weakness. However, he has
Justified.
Terrakion, he has justified Terrakion, so you can bait in that and be able to have a Pokemon that wants to do that, like wants that to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll do it, but it is something to consider at least.
So where are we thinking for the Safari Tropics?
I dare I say S.
I don't think it's S. Like I like Nando's team. I know obviously I'm biased with mine, but I don't think it's above both me and Trico. Like by that much that it's S.
This might just be my bias. I don't know. I think it's still I think it's still really good.
Put it in between me and
Mm,
Trico.
I can meet you there.
And then Venti, the child who should be doing
Right.
his homework.
Um, I am actually excited for his team. I have been running I have been running Mega Lopunny as my Mega of choice and champions, and I've been having a lot of fun. Support Mega Lopunny is actually kind of crazy because it has weirdly a stupidly good support move pool for no fucking reason.
Well, I mean, let's start with some points against him. -3 to rock, -3 to ice, -3 to flying, -2 to fairy. He has some very abusable weaknesses, and he doesn't have a lot of things that cover for them super well.
That's fair. He has one of the fastest Pokemon. Uh, I don't want to bring up Mega Lopunny again, but it does hit two of those weaknesses and is one of the fastest Pokemon in the game to hit those. But Fairy and Flying are not good weaknesses to have, especially in a generation like this where we have access to more flying type moves than ever.
Also, just in a generation where we have access to Terra, so you can turn something into a flying type or anything else.
Yeah, or like give it like some Pokemon who previously didn't have as good flying stab now do.
I will argue, though, he has some of the best double support Pokemon in the game. Like
Yes, he has Whimsicott.
Farigiraf, Whimsicott,
uh,
Murkrow, even. I really like.
Torkoal is great in double. It's not one of the best support Pokemon doubles, but it is one of the better doubles Pokemon.
So it's like he has enough where just off rip, he's in the right play style for the team he has. Like he's in
He actually
doubles. He has a really
he
good
actually even
doubles core.
even has a decent I don't know if he has a good Trick Room core part, but he definitely has a good Sunroom part of it because he has solar power Charizard, he has Torkoal obviously, he has
I mean,
Whimsicott he can on.
you can even build a slow Metagross to work in Trick Room.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, he has I
And
feel like
Farig like
his team I will describe his team. His team feels fun. I think I'm hoping he has a lot of fun with his team because his
I
team looks like something that could be very fun to use.
this might be a little biased just because I like Walking Wake. I think Venti actually like ignoring the player of Venti, if you gave this team to somebody like, yet once again using the example, give this team to Goose, I could see this team like going undefeated.
I disagree, but I definitely do see it being like lower A, upper B.
I don't
I
know.
just think those weaknesses are a little too glaring, unfortunately.
Fair.
He has, I will say, yeah, I think what keeps him out of that is
Putting
that
him above me.
I think like the thing there is that he has a good sun mode, but I think the issue if you look at it if you look at his Pokemon speed stats, he doesn't have the best Trick Room mode. He has for Regiroth, he has Pokemon that can be used in Trick Room, but if you're running against someone who also uses Trick Room, you're kind of just shit out of luck. He
And
has he does have Torkoal, and Torkoal is one of the best Pokemon in the Trick Room though.
but then we have
Oh
the
boy.
McHustler himself.
So, like Prez, he is never gonna live that name down.
No, he never will. He is the McHustler. Every
He doesn't
day
even
he's
hustle any.
hustling.
He doesn't even hustle any. Like he doesn't even hustle any.
Um,
No one, no one lets him hustle anymore.
I love this team. Like, unironically, once again, it is a team I just love.
I think it's really solid. I think I agree. It looks really. I think like Venti's, I would also describe this team as fun. I don't. I think like Bird. I think this is McWhite's first season. I think running doubles. I think he
No,
might have run it in the past.
he's ran doubles before, mostly
He
because he
has.
had a Sunsetter next to Fluttermane, and he still. I think the one season he literally had Koraidon Fluttermane and still
He
didn't make
did. Yeah.
playoffs.
I think. I'm pretty sure he's way better in singles. And I think the reason why he doesn't like running doubles is because I think I've talked about this. I think I might have talked with him about this a little bit before, but I don't think he understands how doubles works, or at least he doesn't
He's starting
like
to.
he
Like, he's
yeah, like
been
he can't
doing a
like
lot
completely
better.
wrap his head around it. But yeah, I was like I think he's beginning to see it. I think doubles is just so fun.
I will point this out.
Singles is fun. Singles like if singles, sorry.
He has a straight up trick room team. Like, just straight up, he could build a very strong trick room core.
Okay, actually, but you're right. You could,
Stack
yeah.
Attacka exist,
Um,
Ambipom exists to help set stuff up. Like Slow King, he both has a kind of high speed core, but also a trick room. Plus, he has a bunch of Pokemon with good priority. Like what he has at least two fake out users in Weavile and Ambipom. He has speed control with Elusimi is whatever that you want to call it.
I would also argue he has good speed control with Fluttermane too, from Icy Wind and T-Wit.
Yeah, like there's
We've seen people use Fluttermane almost exclusively for speed control and competitive before too.
like I could see him actually doing really good with this.
Um, I'm like, yeah, I'm like trying to think like are there any issues I could have with this team? Um,
Do we
he
have
has
an argument that maybe McWhite's the first S?
shit, maybe. Hold on, let me look at
Like
these speed
his
tiers.
his
Even his speed tiers good.
yeah, his speed tiers are amazing. Your fast mon are fast enough to outspeed everything in Tailwind, and your slow mon are slow enough to outspeed in Trick Room. Like his biggest
Well, and
weakness is a -2 in Fairy.
Well, and also because like something I've always considered with running Trick Room is a lot of time because Trick Room forces your Pokemon to move last. Personally, I like to run Trick Room Pokemon that set up Trick Room that are slower, so that being last doesn't really matter because they were going to move last in the first place. Like Hatterene
But I mean,
30
even then,
speed, you're usually going to be the slowest Pokemon
he
anyways.
has War Turtle. War
Stack
Turtle,
Attacka. I was gonna say Stack Attacka learns Trick Room, and I think it is the slowest Trick Room setter if I
yeah.
remember right.
But even beyond that, he also has like War Turtle for redirection to make sure that his Trick Room goes off. Because all it is War Turtle. Use Follow Me. Cool. Now nothing can stop the Trick Room setter.
Like, hold on. Does he have? I want to check this real quick because I think it would be super funny if he had this because he has psychic type, so I think he has access to this. Oh, it learned. It does. Wait, it learns this. Oh. Blissey learns ally switch. That's something I didn't
Yeah,
know.
no, you know what? We might get some
Yeah,
heat
no,
from this when we post this in the server. Mick
no,
White
I think
is
it's a
S
mess.
tier to me. This team is that
Yeah,
good.
I think it's pretty good. I'm trying to, I can't even think of anything bad about it. Like, it just is that solid. He chose the right rookie. He chose like the right specialties.
And here comes the part that's going to start getting annoying. So, um,
Is it because we're talking about people who we don't know anything about, really?
yeah. So like
And
going
and also Cruiser.
to be clear with this, the first three coaches in this are all brand new. We have no context to how they play. The other reason I say this is going to be annoying is two of them were involved in a three-way weather war for rain.
Yes, oh man, I'm gonna be so
You
I'm gonna
don't
be so
understand. Cappy was crashing out so hard. Not just about their picks getting sniped, but also getting flamed. First off, though, two Shambles. Fuck you, I wanted Keldeo really badly.
Keldeo really cool.
Dude, I want
That's
to put
all I'll say about
Keldeo
it.
next to Chiyu. So badly. Let me put Keldeo next to Chiyu, god damn it.
That sounds terrifying, actually. Wait.
That's the
Uh,
point.
that's on the same level as putting Urshifu. No, that's not on the same level as putting Urshifu Rapid next to Chien Pao. That's I don't want to think. Oh, I don't want to think about that.
Well, right off the bat, we have a -2 to Bug, a -4 to Fairy, -1 to Ghost, -2 to Grass, -4 to Ice. We have some big weaknesses on this team.
To be fair, minus to bug is like not usually a consideration because if
U-turn.
you're running,
I'm sorry, the
oh
amount of
wait, that's
viable U-turn Pokemon. Like, even if you're not getting stabbed, you're still hitting U-turn.
I checked his thing. I was gonna say this is doubles. That might not be as big
This is
like as
singles.
big of an issue, but no, it's a singles. Yeah, no, you're right. I forgot about that. Oh, does Zam die to a U-turn?
I mean, if
I
something's strong enough, potentially, but also like Deoxys speed.
That thing almost certainly dies to a U-turn.
So, like, here's what I'll say. I think his team has some very good high speed. Like, his slowest Pokemon is 55, and that's Ursaring.
He's the T-Tar user, but I don't think he has a Pokemon. He has only Swampert that can use it.
I
I
think.
I guess he has Gabite. I guess he has Gabite, but I don't
Can't use
think.
Sandvale, it's just stuck with Rough
Yeah,
Skin.
I was gonna say yeah, it can't even Sandvale, so
I'm going to be real.
I'm
Just,
so
I think we
pissed.
get in and. Because I do kind of want to start getting in and out with some of these. I think this team, like, it's good. It's fast. It has some solid stuff. Um, I think
I
I
think
probably
this
place it somewhere around Barry.
I was I was thinking C. This team seems like a glass cannon.
Oh shit! I mean, I'm not opposed to it. Like,
I could meet you at lower B, but I think this is like the bottom of B. I think if Shmuel does well, I will eat my own words, but like this team feels like if you hit it, even with Pokemon that don't hit hard, it just dies. And I really
you
like
know,
hate to say it.
I still
You
think I
like
put it above Bird.
I yeah, it's fair. Um Mega Starmie Scizorus.
I mean,
Really
we have
I
Kyogre. You have like
it's really
Kingdra,
cool.
Kyogre, Rotom, Storm. Like,
Like brother, why do you have three bug types? What? Why?
so
Why?
we're -1 to Dark, -4 to Fighting, -1 to Fire, -1 to Ground.
I mean, okay, you know what? I guess no, I running three bug types on the same team, I cannot. Unless you're Wolfie VGC for Bug Month, I don't
I
know.
don't know. Two of them I don't mind. The problem is two of them have the exact same weakness because they're Bug Steel. You have two
I know that's what I
quad
was
weak
saying.
to Fire.
There are good enough. There are like we have good enough bug types that I could see like two bug types on the same team. But when you have two bug steals and a bug type, like on top of all that, I honestly don't really care that you have a Kyogre on your team. That being said,
There's a
hear me out.
Kyogre.
Yeah, hear me out. Kyogre and also Megastarian Rain. That I feel like that could be kind of funny. I could see this being middle of B, but might be generous.
I was gonna say, for me, this is somewhere around Boonty, I think.
I'd say above Boonty just because this team has a solid direction it wants to go in. If that direction is turned off, do think this I do think they die, but
Yeah, like if you get rid of Kyogre and turn off the rain, this team is dead.
hold up, I gotta know. Chase doesn't I thought if Chase fought Cappy, that would be so good.
All right, next up, we are at Vaughn, who made the biggest mistake of all time drafting Primal Kyogre because he thought it was regular Kyogre, but better.
I mean, it is
No, but
technically.
he thought the rain stays when the minute
Oh,
the minute it leaves the battlefield, its rain goes away.
he didn't. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
Otherwise, he
remember
would have got
reading that.
regular Kyogre.
That's unfortunate for him. Yeah. Final Kyogre in singles isn't like the worst because you're actually able because in specifically in our league because you're not able to run Kyogre with an actual item, you have to run it with a berry. Final Kyogre is theoretically a step upgrade because just looking objectively at the Pokemon, one of them can hold an item that you actually does something. The other is a berry that helps you in niche scenarios.
I'd rather a berry over because the orb doesn't do anything. Like it gives you the power up, but it doesn't like give your attacks a boost or anything. It doesn't give you stat boost outside of letting you go to primal.
That's fair. This is the doubles team. I could
This is
honestly.
singles.
I know this is singles, but I could see this possibly working as a doubles team because you have a few fake out users. You have Zoroark to fuck with your opponent.
I'll
Um,
put it this way. As a rain team, I think this is the worst of the three rain teams.
100%. This is, if you want to give this C, I will not fight you on that.
I mean, Primal Kyogre. No, I mean, I think this is top of C to me. Like, as much as I don't want to hate on it, because I think Primal Kyogre is actually like
I think
kind
it's
of
cool.
goaded. Like, I'd put it above Dub, but like, it fails as a rain team. It has some generically good Pokemon, but like some of them need setup or to be in doubles, and you're a singles coach.
Or, or like in Gardevoir's case, like is forced to earn a choice item,
Yeah.
essentially.
Then we have the crashing one.
What is the team he built this season? Um,
Looks like
Cruiser
his only
also.
big weakness is a -2 in ground with only one
And what are you?
immunity.
I'm like, what the Pokemon that? Ooh, if this is a previous generation, he'd have a second immediate in Gengar. I still question why they changed Gengar's ability from
Cruiser
levitate to curse body.
Cruiser doesn't have Gengar.
He doesn't. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong team. My bad.
You're good. Yeah, we're looking over at the Cruiser boy.
um, ground sucks, but it's not the worst because I think the biggest things are going to be the Pokemon that are 4 times weak to it, like Nihilego. But you can just air balloon that.
I mean, he does have some good speed tiers. I'll give him that. Like he doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, and he has some really fast Pokemon.
Um, I disagree about the speed tiers. He has a lot of Pokemon above base 100, but my issue is all six of them are between 100 to 110, which I I'm not the most I'm not the best follower of this, but from what I've heard with speed tiers, it's really good to space them out. And so when you have a whole bunch clumped together in one space and they're not even that high of a speed tier, it's really, really bad. Because yes, yes, you have a lot of Pokemon that are fast, but if Pokemon are faster, like a lot of time you can afford to just like you'll notice those people if they're speed creeping don't even need to run a whole lot of speed just because you're gonna be outspeeding it regardless.
Yeah, and like Honestly, he has a Spirit Tomb, so he has a potential Trick Room set up, but he doesn't have enough slow Pokemon to fully take advantage.
He's also in singles, and Trick Room historically in singles is unfortunately just a gimmick.
Yeah. Oh wait,
In
week one against me is his only doubles game. That's funny.
I will say, Spiritomb, like Sableye has, well, actually, no, not like Sableye, because Sableye doesn't get this shit, has the novelty of being a Trick Room user who is immune to Fake Out. But again, he's a singles team. If this is a doubles team, I could maybe bump that up because of it a little bit, but I don't even know if this would be a good doubles team, to be honest.
That's fair.
I like Toad a lot, so I think, funnily enough, I think the Toad pickup is one of the better ones if you look at specifically his matchups into his divisional matches, because that is a water absorb mon that they don't want to be in against now.
Yeah, like again, he has two of the rain teams against him.
So, like, I think what's going to happen is I think his team is pretty okay, but I think because of who's in his division, I think he might do really. I think he'll specifically probably do really well in his divisional matches.
Um,
I would give. What would you give his? Because I
like
am
I think there's some
undecided
good
still.
stuff. Personally, like if we're putting um Vaughn in C, I think Cruiser's team is arguably a C as well. But like I would think
Oh,
Vaughn's team is better than Cruiser's
wait, does he
overall.
have? Hold up. I don't think is Rosary in this generation because does it get Grassy Glide?
I don't think it gets Grassy Glide.
It does. It actually has Technician Grassy Glide. Ooh.
Oh, ooh,
It
that's.
it it has a 70 attack stat, but I do think that is cool.
I mean, technician though, like that's just good.
No, Technician is my favorite ability in the game. That's how I know about this because
I mean,
I have kept an
maybe
eye on the moves they've added to Rosary because I was hoping to God it would keep Mortal Spin going into
so. I mean,
champions.
I guess I would put him towards the bottom of B, somewhere around here. But like, I don't think he beats over. I don't think he could get through Kev. Like he's under Kev, definitely. It's just how low
That's what
is
I
he?
was. I could, yeah, that's where I would probably put it too. I'd say like directly under Kev. I feel like he has good enough Pokemon, but I think what's really holding it back is speed tiers and his his team seems very aimless.
Okay.
But
We're
I
now.
do think he I do think unironically he will probably do well in his divisional matches if he plays his cards right. Is this Galar?
I think it should be, but this doesn't seem accurate. How are we in Paldea? Did I forget to do Galar? I forgot to do Galar.
Ah.
That explains that. Alright, we are in
Um
Galar.
Kind of perfect though, because we get to talk about another new coach.
Yeah,
I think this might be the only new coach in Paldea, if I'm not mistaken.
one of. First off, let's
Yeah.
just address a big elephant in the room. They aren't the fastest. They have three Pokemon that are above 100 speed, and that's Tauros at 100, Ogerpon Corner at 110, and Tillion at 120.
Okay, I might pull a lag here, but I'm gonna be real. I think Inteleon is one of the biggest fraud Pokemon of all time.
It's not good.
It it sucks because on I missed out on a lot of gens like a lot of the tail end of Gen 7 and a lot of the beginning of Gen 8. And whenever I heard that there was a water type James Bond Pokemon, I was so fucking happy. And then I saw how it's played and I went, "Oh,
He's also pretty weak to Ghost, which is kind of a lot of Pokemon just accidentally get Shadow Ball.
yeah." Or like Ghost is one of the better offensive types. He does have Scarf Eruption with Typhlosion and Typhlosion and doubles, but this isn't like the other Scarf
I will also
Typhlosion
point
user
out,
we've seen.
while I'm kind of dissing his high speed, he has Mimikyu. Like Mimikyu can set up Trick Room, and he has Pokemon that can abuse Trick
I
Room. Like
Low key, I've had this opinion for a while, but I kind of think Mimikyu is the best Trick Room setter. Period.
you're immune to fake out, so you run a mental herb and you're guaranteed to live at least one hit.
It's why it's specific. Mimikyu is actually specifically why I initially thought of running Mega Lopunny in Champions because Mega Lopunny was able to fake out it so that I could actually prevent Trick Room myself. But yeah, no, Mimikyu is really fun and cool. Like even when they nerfed its ability, it's still like one of the best abilities in the game.
Mm-hmm.
As a and as a doubles coach, this team I could see this team if piloted well. I think this team could do pretty good. Like Meowstick, I am a little miffed on Lime's part that Hoopa Unbound was taken because I think he was trying to snipe. I think he was trying to grab Hoopa Unbound. I'm not certain on that though. But
I think um,
the th I brought it up also because I don't know if Hoopa Unbound fits on this team. It hits pretty hard, so it doesn't need to fit. I just do think it
to
is
be
worth
fair,
noting it does not.
if he actually does go for like a trick room set, it's only 80 speed. You can build that to work really well in trick room.
Isn't that yeah? Isn't that Gallade speed? And Gallade's a pretty good Trick Room
I
Pokemon.
think Gallade's maybe 90. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I feel
It's
like I
either
should
80
know
or
this.
90. So should
It's
I.
80. I was like, yeah, I should know this. I've been running it in Erga all season.
Um,
But I could swear I remember thinking the other day that it had like it is crazy that it's one of like the better Trick Room Pokemon, despite on paper looking like one of the worst.
I'm thinking top of B. What do you think? I could also see an
The-
argument for like somewhere in A, but I feel like top of B makes sense.
this team is just so weird because I feel like on paper a lot of these Pokemon just seem like frauds that like should do better than they are, like Inteleon.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I'm
but
willing to hear an argument for lower.
I think this could be. I think if used well, this could be a pretty competent Trick Room team. And you did bring up the weakness to Ghost, but Ghost is also a pretty good defensive type since you're immune to Fake Out. You're immune to a lot of fighting type moves like Close Combat. Um, Niche usage is you're immune to Feint, which is a move that I don't see people run often, but can be used to wall break in doubles.
What do you think?
I I you said B, right? Because I could definitely see somewhere in B. I just don't know where.
Yeah. I mean, like, I could see an argument for B. I think this is probably towards the top of B.
I was gonna say above Kev, but below Xylon, if I was being honest.
Mm. I'd put this closer to Bacon, but we can split the difference.
If you want to put both Lances, that's probably fair.
Yeah.
This is like trying to be as unbiased as possible,
I
but
mean, when I say
I
split
am.
the difference, I mean, like, literally, I plan to split the difference here, and we're going to go above Boonty. Because that is kind of directly in between where me and you think.
Oh wait, yeah, no, that's right, yeah. Um, yeah, we don't really know much about this coach, so we can't even be biased. Lag.
I'm not even going to hear arguments. The lowest I'm willing to put lag is an A. Like, this team is fucking nuts.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm like the second or third biggest lag supporter, so like I'm not gonna false you either, but I do want to look at this team to fact check that.
Okay,
He
so,
only has one weakness, is which is to ground. What are the Pokemon that resist it?
and even then, it's only a -1. Like, he has an outright immunity with Pheasantipity. He has the third one
To
in.
wait to wait to
He has,
ground?
yeah, like Pheasantipity is outright immune to ground because it's.
No, it's not. Wait, what? It's weak to ground.
Am I looking at the wrong thing then? No.
Rotom is the one.
Rodom. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
crazy. Leave me alone. I
I was really,
totally.
yeah, I was like, I've used sensitivity before. I was like, I don't. It's. I wish I could stand against an earthquake. Um, he also has a niche, but I think it might come up when he uses it resistance in low kicks because bug actually resists ground.
I mean, I like Lag's team. Like, it's really good in. I mean, the one downside
Why
I'll
also
give you
Sinistcha?
Yeah, but he's a singles coach. The Sinister would be
I
so much better in
no, I was gonna
doubles.
no. Sinisha also was a scrum as well. It's just thinking of, but this team, this team is just overall like balanced.
Do we think this is one of those teams that maybe is affected by the fact that it's in singles?
Yes,
Maybe. I don't know by how
but
much though.
I don't think by much either. I think this team is competent in doubles. There's some like you have Sinistcha, one of the best doubles Pokemon, well, one of the best doubles support Pokemon. He doesn't have access to the stellar form, so Terapagos can't do the full bullshit it can do in doubles, but it's still pretty usable.
I just love Iron Crown in doubles. If Reg F has taught me anything, it's to be an Iron Crown glazer.
I thought about. I think he has a. Yeah, he has it contracted, but I thought about trading it, like seeing if he might want to trade it, but I don't.
I think the
Like the
fact
more I think about it, I don't think he would trade it.
I think
I
the
kind of
fact
want to
is
give this S.
if he was do we think it's S?
I kind of do.
All right,
I think this.
I'm not
I
against you. Like Garganackle has put there's a reason he changed his logo to be Garganackle.
like you and McWhite. I think this might be the best team he's built. Period.
Do we think this is better than McWhite?
Um, no. I think
No, we
I
don't.
think McWhite's is just too strong in general.
All right, then we have Hardee's, who is a repeat from last season, so at least somebody who's known. Important note going into this, Dondozo is out for listed 4 weeks,
At least
potentially as few as 2.
two. Yeah, it's 2 weeks, which could be important.
Let's also immediately off the bat rip -2 to rock. That's not the end of the world. He is a -4 to flying. Like, he is very flying weak. His
That
only
is
real things
true.
around it are King Gambit and Regieleki. Nothing else is like.
And Reggie Lucky can hit it decently hard with an electric type move, but you can also just easily swap out to a ground type. And
Yeah,
like he actually has one of the decent terras for Reggie Lucky, which is grass. But
that's gonna make his
well,
flying weakness worse if something gets a hit off.
yeah.
Like,
I will say, funny thing he does. I don't know if he'll do it, but he does have access to Terra Flying Acrobatics Sash Regieleki, which could pop off. I could see that popping off.
that would be fucking hilarious, actually.
I would love to see that happen. I don't know if it will, because it's definitely something that's gonna have to kill everything in sight or die to rocks.
I
Um,
do like Cleavor. That's a Pokemon I enjoy. There's
I mean, on paper, these are a lot of good, just like decently good singles Pokemon. That ice weakness though is.
I think personally I think this hits bottom of A at minimum.
I disagree. I think the weaknesses just catch it too much.
So what are you thinking?
There's just I was thinking upper B.
Okay. I would put
I was
this
thinking
over
like
I think I put this over Bacon. Like, I think this is the highest B.
yeah, I can meet you there. Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
respect you saying the weaknesses are enough for you to drag it down, but I think there's just so much here that pushes it up.
No, it's fair. Like the irony here is I am dissing Pokemon that I adore. Like I love using Regieleki, I love Iron Moth. Like these are all Pokemon that I think are really good and solid. I just think because of the way this team is structured, it's just I don't know if I don't know if those weaknesses can be circumvented as easily as some
Speaking,
other teams.
yeah, I gotta say, speaking of weaknesses,
What does
Momo.
Momo have?
Momo has some bad weaknesses. His fairy, his flying, his ice, his rock. Like, Momo has a scary team, but I don't think in its current state it's very high.
What's crazy is I kind of forgot that Momo also swapped the doubles. This is going to be kind of interesting because these are actually a lot of decently good and funny doubles Pokemon.
Oh
What
no,
is
like,
Wheezing?
I love this
What is
team.
Wheezing
Weezing goes with
doubles?
slacking. That's what Weezing does.
Yeah, but Wheezing was added way earlier. That's why I'm like, wait,
He in fully
was there another
intended
reason?
he was fully intending to pick up either slacking or Regigigas.
Okay. I was gonna say because
because I did proxy for him for a bit.
I could see I was gonna say I could see some niche scenarios with Darm being because hypothetically you could use Wheezing to shut off Zen mode if you're really not wanting to run it.
Um,
I don't think Momo usually runs Zen mode Darm though.
I think there's enough weaknesses for Momo this time around that hold him back for me.
That's fair, which is crazy because there's a lot of interesting doubles Pokemon here. Because you mentioned Weezing and Slacking. There's Clefairy, which is one of the best double support Pokemon
Well, I mean, like, he
still.
has multiple Tailwind setters. He has multiple really good Pokemon. I just, like, intimidate users. I think he stalls out because of those weaknesses. And it is something he's trying to correct with trades and whatnot, but, like, three
We
Dragon
also
types.
don't. We also do not know the Terras either.
We don't, but, like, let's just face one quick fact. He has three different Dragon types. Unless one of his Terras is Steel plus Dark types, like, Terra Fairy just goes hard into his team.
Yeah, and then I think about it, this is the kind of team where I think Momo literally has to run Terra Steel.
Yeah. Like,
Like
and
Terra Steel is one of the best Terras, but like this is a team that really, really needs that.
this is gonna sound painful, but do you think that's enough to push Momo into B?
I was already thinking B.
Okay. Like, there's individually such great Pokemon, I can't justify putting this in C, but I could see it somewhere B.
Yeah, I can. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because I don't know enough to base that. Where would you say in B though?
Like, if we're taking Momo's skill into consideration, I think upper B. If we're ignoring him as a player and just looking objectively at these Pokemon, I think he's somewhere in the middle of the pack by Boonty.
I was thinking the same thing, like between Boonty and Xylon.
And again, like, that is us trying to be objective and taking his skill out of the equation, because I'd argue he's probably one of the better players. I don't know if
Yeah, and
that's a
in like
hot take or not, but